the window down. If I fuck things up, just tell me now. I'm living in a blinded town. Am I running out of time? Feel like a drug when I'm talking to you. Slow trip, trying to play it cool. Nothing to do. Let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the beach. White water running down my feet. Make love and repeat. I don't ever want to stay all night to see the sunrise. 'Cause it's way too soon to be calling, baby. But it feels so right against the moonlight. Deep sea diving at first. Don't save me. Is there something I can say? Make you wanna stay with me. Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? To make you wanna stay with me. Is there something I can do to show my love for you?
What up, what up, what up, what up, YouTube? We are live, we are live. We are back in the building, and shout outs to, once I get my life together, y'all, I'm sorry about this. Shout out to you. So, as y'all can see, we got a special night. I got the lovely, beautiful hostess with the mostess with me, my beautiful wife Dion, and we got the cast of season 2, Meet2Marry, and none other. Only y'all are muted, so y'all can all unmute. But and we got none other. We got Erica in the building. There she go. And we got none other than the host of the reunion, Tanae. Tanae is in the building. So, Erica, are you playing the show in the background?
No.
No? I got somebody playing. I got a feedback. So it's double playing. Let me mute the mic first. That was you. For some reason, it's feeding back from you, Erica. So I'm gonna unmute you, or you can unmute whenever you want to say something. But right now, every time we talk, it's coming back. But we have a special show for y'all today. As you can see, we got the peoples from Meet2Marry up in here. We got none other than the beautiful Belinda next to us. Then we got Aisha too in the building. She is back. She is back.
Hello.
And my God, Lo is with us as well. What up?
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And we got Just in the building. Justin is in the building. My God, what up? Shout out.
What's up?
And Amir. Yo, I put up a clip of my guy Amir, and that thing is doing some numbers right now. He was vulnerable, and he let everyone know what he was going through, and people are eating it up. And Miss Erica, what's up? Talk to us. We missed you on the reunion.
Hi, everybody. I hate I missed it.
I know. But you hear now.
Yes.
That's what matters. So I'm gonna mute you real quick. So check it out, y'all. We got a good show. We're gonna review the reunion with us. But do me a favor, y'all. Like the show. Also, if you're watching right now, like the show, share the content, tell everybody we live, and also do me a favor. Share Meet2Marry. Tell everybody, do me a favor, even if they hit the heart button and they send out the fire emojis and they, you know what I'm saying, 100 symbol. But do me a favor and make sure you guys are tapped in and sharing Meet2Marry. I want this episode to blow, to take it to the next level. So I need y'all. So once again, y'all, please look out for your boy, look out for the GMT family, because we put a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of time into the show. So it needs to pay off, y'all. So thank you once again. Beautiful wife, do you have anything to say?
I mean, we in the building, you know, we here, we live. Tell her from this little friend. Let's go. I'm ready to get into the episode. That's what I want. I'm ready. She's ready.
You ready. Hold up, but we gotta hear something from Tanae. Mm-hmm. Hold up, I don't think I could unmute you. You gotta unmute yourself, Tanae.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. What's good?
Hey, how's everybody?
People.
It's the Blonde Bombshell. All right.
I am excited. Listen, we had a good time, or at least I did, on the reunion. It was really good. I think we got into a lot that we can still unpack today, but I appreciate you all having me for sure.
We appreciate you being here.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate that I couldn't be there.
I know. Yeah. It was you, Erica, Aisha, but Aisha had a follow-up, which was amazing on the show. So it was dope.
Giving like Barbara Walters, you know? Yes, it was definitely
weak.
I was like,
it was a good little segment. I loved it.
I miss Erica. We look like we could be sisters.
Facts.
We look just alike. I'm like, that's my sister.
That's what's up, y'all. So, y'all ready to get into the episode?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, y'all. Let's get it. All right, let me share my screen. You know I'm kind of slow, so pardon me, audience. Like I said, do me a favor, hit the like button as you come in the door. Share, tell a friend to watch with us, and also comment. Stay active in the comment section. We got a lot. You ask questions, I'll stop and answer. If you super chat, I'll make sure I put that up on the screen and we're gonna read it. So, with that being said, y'all, let's get into it. All right. Here we go. Charlotte, North Carolina, a city of energy and charm. And now, more drama. We got the beautiful. I'm tripping, y'all. I'm sorry. There we go. I had my lucky bachelor.
We are with the lovely, curvaceous, vivacious.
So, how about you? Is it a yes?
Yeah, so I decided to go choose you.
All right, y'all. Looks like we got a connection. I'm loving it. Here we go. We thought it ended at the final choice, but tonight, the real drama begins. Birdman hand, bro. Right here. Tonight, secrets are spilled, receipts are pulled, and some decisions may be undone.
Yeah.
This season gave us love, heartbreak, and some unforgettable twists.
Everybody looks so good, y'all. Y'all all came out.
So grab your popcorn, because this reunion is about to get messy.
Welcome to Meet2Marry, the reunion. All right, today. Oh man.
Had to represent Tanya.
Oh, So we go. I'm gonna fast forward. We did some interviews for those who didn't see it.
Hi y'all, this is Jessie.
We gonna get into the episode.
Welcome to the season 2 Meet2Marry reunion show. I'm your host, Tanae, and tonight we're going to dive into all the twists and turns and moments that made this season unforgettable. Who's still feeling the love? Who's here to spill the tea? And who still has some feelings that may be unresolved? We're going to find out tonight on the season 2 Meet2Marry reunion show. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Y'all look amazing. Give yourselves a hand for being here.
All right.
So listen, we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to have a conversation. But before we do that, let's
get to the meat and potatoes. Here we go.
The first comment was for Keon in episode 1.
I wish Keon was here.
422 said, when you wait until you're 40 to finally decide to have children, you put yourself in a bind. Finding someone in your age range without children is difficult, and most of the time you have to go younger, and compatibility may not be there as it would with someone in your age range. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's their opinion. I put myself in a position to where now I'm comfortable with having kids. I have a huge family. I have 14 nieces and nephews.
Okay.
So I didn't want kids at the time. So yeah, I'm in a great, healthy place now to where I'm just able to do it.
It's time.
It's time.
So hold up. Erica, me and you gotta talk about this one, Erica. Hold up. Where's she at? We gotta unmute Erica. Erica, so when we had our follow-up show, hold up. Who just dropped and came in? Oh, there. Aisha. We got Aisha. We got 2 Aishas on the screen. Hold up. Let me move that one. There we go. So when you and I talked about it on the after show, you had a lot of feelings. That's why I wish. Hold up. Who else has been saying? Okay. That's why I wish Keon was here. He should be jumping in soon. But talk to me. How do you feel about everything he said with the waiting for kids until 40, so on and so forth? And then he said he wanted peace. So that was what the thing that we talked about on the after show. You want to expound on that a little bit? You're still on mute. Hold on. Let me take you off of mute.
Yeah, he talked a lot about, he kept saying the word peace, and I don't know why, but I know having children at this age, trying to find someone that doesn't have children at this age is going to be a struggle. I just think he contradicted himself a lot. And when I say that is he wants to travel 3 countries a year, every other weekend, but also wants a baby like right now. And I just know that might not be realistic.
So there you go right there. So Keon, let's talk about it. The people want to know, Keon. The people, I don't know. So I don't know if you heard, right? But we're talking about the statement about having kids at an older age yet wanting peace at the same time. Talk to us.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
So wanting kids at 40, but peace at the same time. Talk to us.
Yep.
How does that work? How does that look for you, I should say?
It depends on what you define as peace. Most people define peace like if a job you love that other people would assume would be chaotic brings peace. Just like Beyonce, we're going to use her as an example. She's a superstar, but she's doing what she loves. And I'm pretty sure it's chaotic. 3 kids, gazillion fans, but she loves it. So I don't get. And then I grew up with a huge family, and I have 14 nieces and nephews. So that wasn't chaotic to me. So I guess it's what you define as peace. And I don't see having kids unless my kids turn out to be badasses. I don't see that as chaotic at all.
No, when you Keon, your kid's gonna be bad.
Oh man. So I have some questions and concerns and thoughts. So the peace part, you mentioned just now with having 14 nieces and nephews. So I think coming from the uncle side of things is a whole lot different than coming from the parent side of things. Like when I became an aunt, it was like, oh, we're having a good time. Yeah, let's go to the park. Let's go to Dave and Buster's and all that. Okay, well, where your father at? Where your father? Where your mother? Bye. I love you so much. And that's it. But when you're a parent now, becoming a parent, it's like, ooh, you tired. Like I'm tired today. Like now, and our child is asleep, supposedly, allegedly. He in the room. But you know what I'm saying? It's like children do add a whole lot to the plate, especially in a relationship. So I think you should have the peace first, making sure you're good with you, then making sure you're good with the person you decide to build a family with, and then add children and see how that goes. But I think I know today asked one of the questions about, what's the order? And I watched it again. And you said relationship, kids, then marriage. Can you unpack that on your reason between having the baby carriage before the marriage? I want to understand.
Well, okay, let me ask this question. What percentage of people who actually done this show are single with kids? What's the difference?
I don't think any of those things were planned. I don't think they said, hey, I want to be a single parent. I think some of them was situational, I'm sure. But I mean, how many people got kids on this panel that are single parents? I think we have 3. We have 4, Justin. I ain't got no kids. Amir, you ain't got no kids, right? No. So there we go. But I'm pretty sure everybody can chime in and say, do you feel like you said to yourself, hey, I want to be a single parent? Or did it just happen in a way?
No,
what happened? You can unpack without getting on your business.
Yeah, that's a lot of unpacking to do tonight. That's a lot.
Just touch on it. It can be yes or no.
I feel like this is a normal GMT panel, y'all. What up, GMT?
Open conversation.
Open conversation.
So what I will say is no. I don't feel like I did. I do want a relationship, but it's
he froze. Oh,
it's different.
Okay.
Marriage is different now than it was.
Now that's a freeze. Now he's frozen.
Yeah, you're frozen. You're like you're clipping up on us, my guy.
Before.
Yeah, who you using for Wi-Fi? You got to get Spectrum.
He's on that McDonald's Wi-Fi.
It's a huge.
You can't have a kid yet. You need Wi-Fi.
Oh, you don't need good Wi-Fi with kids.
But I understand where Keys is coming from, because I had my daughter at 37 and I was ready to have a child, and I was okay with being a single mother.
What about now?
I was ready. I didn't want to marry somebody and I didn't know that they could have kids, because then I'm going to divorce them, because I wanted to have a child. So I can understand if that's your primary, you need to get that out of the way. And if you turn out to be a single parent, then you just do. You got the kid.
Listen. Let me speak for.
It's different for a man, though.
For me, at least, it's different for a man. I'm
different.
32 with no kids, and the reason why I chose to not have any kids is because I don't want to be tied to anybody that I don't want to be with, that I don't want to be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot different for women, because 9 times out of 10, men lose that custody battle. So there's a whole, I can go on for days about how men are short-sighted with that, because women can, and I'm not saying all women can do this, but mothers can paint whatever picture they want to paint about the father and have the kid thinking that the father's this terrible person, XYZ. I'd rather just not go down that road. I always told myself my first child would be a family. Like I want his mother to be in the same household as me, if that makes sense. Like all of us together as one family. I never wanted to have that. My kid visited me on the weekends, and every other weekend I gotta share holidays, and I'm not. Nah. That's not.
Yeah.
I get that too, but it also depends on how you manage your situation. It depends on execution, because I'm in good business with all my exes. So we
And
don't
I
have
agree.
any issues.
That's
So
also very true. But you also got to understand, brother, not all situations is easy to deal with. Like they not all that easy. Like
Yeah, when you have a kid with a woman, things change.
things
It's
change.
one
I'm
thing
not
when you
trying
have kids with a woman from a male perspective, and you're like, all right, we just hanging out, we cool, we doing all the grown adult things. But when you have a child, things change.
Yeah, I think you have to
That's a
pick the right
fact.
one. I think you have to pick the right one. Some women don't
That's a
change.
fact.
Some
That's
women
a
are
fact.
about their business and they don't even have time to go after you for child support and stupid stuff like that. They have their own stuff going on. You just picked the wrong one.
I would say the best thing for me, I like the direct order. I like to meet the woman, to marry the woman, to have the children with the woman.
My guy.
You know, not saying that I was always perfect with that, but I understand, like, you know, having children, the what makes life a little bit easier for us as men. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me.
No, coming from somebody who, you know, does you can manage it, but it ain't fun, man. I'd rather my children be in the household with me.
Exactly.
I mean, my shit is pretty, you know, my kids are in their teens now, so it's definitely done has some order to it, but it's not life. That's not cool. I'd rather have my babies there. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that you know, being super there, but trying to manage that it's doable, but it's not
preferable. It's not preferable.
Right. It's not. It's the perfect world. And a lot of times it's not the perfect world. So we just work with what we have.
That's real.
Yeah. And I think I mentioned on the show, this is why I'm studying family law, because I meet so many different guys that's dealing with these situations and not in their kids' life, and they just don't know the law. Or they think it's too much work when it's really not. So you just never know, and bringing kids in the mix. Yeah, my kids are older. They're 21, 16, and 13. So they can go with they, you know, he's deceased, but if he was here, I go. But that's why, you know, when we talk about being single with kids, it was not a choice for me. But things happen, people fall out, mindsets change. It is what it is.
A lot changes with the kid when the kids come in the building. Do me a favor, y'all that's now entering the building. Do me a favor, hit the like button. I got my guy Matt telling me I only got 13 likes. What's going on? Got over 20 people watching right now. I need some likes. Let's get them likes up, y'all. Also make sure you guys are staying active and sharing the content as much as you can. Thank you. All right, y'all, let's get back into the show. Where are we? Hold up, I'm tripping. There we go. All right, let's do it.
Okay, perfect. This one is for Justin. Number 2 had the best chemistry with her, and we will definitely unpack that actually later on in the show.
Myra.
So Lo actually could not join us today, but there was a comment for him. Okay, he's already given red flags with me. Chick should not be in his vocabulary. That was in regards, I guess, to Victoria. Keon, this is back to you. Your decision was based on the other 2 ladies having kids already.
What's up with that word chick, man? Talk to me.
I mean, that's just listen. I already told you when I was in front of the camera for the first time. I was a little nervous.
We got audio down here. Hold on. Hey. Like somebody popped the car. Amir, that was coming from you, my guy.
You sound like you in a boat with 30 fans blowing in your head right now.
Jesus. Oh man, that was coming from you.
Talking about my Wi-Fi, that Dollar Tree over there.
Amir had the money green suit on.
Right. Yeah, Amir, that's your Wi-Fi. You got a bad
Turn off that fan.
Yeah, you got. Do me a favor, Amir. Drop and come back. He can't hear me. I need him to drop and come back. He gonna keep on muting himself too.
Yeah.
Amir, could you hear me? All right, I'm gonna remove him. Do me so low. What were you saying? I'm gonna text him.
I'm pretty. Oh yeah, so like that was just like a flow of words, honestly. Like I was just, I guess, not nervous in front of the camera, but like I didn't really have the words ready to say. So this is kind of what came out. But I mean, the nitpicking at the words, that's child's play. You can miss me with that for real. I'm not gonna. You can miss me with the child's play. The nitpicking at the words is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy. You can miss me with the child's play.
You know how it is, man. They gonna get you for the words. The comment section is
no,
brutal.
just like how they ate me up for my my social tactics because I kept sucking my teeth every time I was trying to think of a question on the show. They was going crazy on me. I'm like, bro, chill. Like, I'm not, nah. That's just kind of like an instinctive thing. Like, if I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head, that just kind of happens. Like, I don't know.
I feel you.
I ain't got to explain my social tactics to nobody, man.
It was listening too hard.
Yeah, the comment sections is brutal, man. They're going in right. They're going in right now. I showed Tanae what somebody wrote on the comments recently.
Nah, yeah, I've been listen,
we're not even going to talk about it. Oh man, there you go. Mary, you're much better now. I don't hear the feedback.
We're gonna leave that where it's at.
Yeah, bro. You sound like you have 50 fans in your ear, bro. I'm like,
all right, y'all. So, all right, let's keep going. Hold up. I am tripping. Let's go.
Stop capping. So they came for you, brother. Okay. Taurine, I'm glad he rejected her after she rejected him. And we will unpack that later on in the show as well. Vernon also could not be here with us, but his comments were having a 3-year-old.
I'm sorry, Aisha. I'm sorry.
Aisha, what up, Aisha? Talk about it. You see
sorry,
how she looking at you with that side
I'm sorry, Aisha. Look, I'm a very straightforward person, but I stand with my brother on that one. I'm not gonna hold you.
Whatever. I don't care. It's not really much to really say because y'all looked at it as he rejected me when I literally said if you didn't want kids, that's fine. Like it's cool. If he would have said that from the beginning, that would have been.
I'm only trolling, but
so it is what it is. Like y'all say he rejected me. I didn't feel like that. I didn't feel like he rejected me at all. Like
I don't agree with the rejected thing. I just felt like he decided.
I'm like, what? Did he reject me? Oh, okay. Like. I don't feel rejected. I know, like I did not. Like I felt like
oh my god,
it was cool. Like it ended the way it's supposed to end. Like I wasn't tripping at all.
I felt like he felt rejected, but I think from the beginning he was Aisha 2's type, and she just was like, I'm just trying not to do the same thing I've always done. So he just felt a little something, but people.
And then I can understand where people are coming from because I did say I was not trying to do what I'm used to, but then when he came back out and he just was saying all these great things, I'm like, damn.
He said you're captivating, yo.
Maybe you know.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I was like, wait a minute.
It sounded like he was in love.
It was just like, you know, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Like, it's cool.
All right, let's keep going. We're gonna unpack some more of that in a few, Aisha. Hold on.
44 is crazy. I'm 45 and my boys are 21 and 19. Do you feel like there is a double standard on age as it relates to when women can have children and when men can have children? Does anyone want to actually comment on that? No,
I don't think it's a double standard.
Oh yeah, Justin touched that.
Yeah, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but usually women are kind of in their prime to have children in their early 20s and early to late 20s, where a man usually is not financially stable until he's, in his 30s and 40s. So with the man financial stability to take care of his kids, he probably will wait until he's a little bit older to have kids, which is, in my opinion, smart.
That's fair. I like that perspective for sure. So episode 3, they didn't have a specific person, but it does say, I don't know. I'm starting to think the discussion of having kids within the first 5 minutes of meeting someone is stopping a lot of people from being with their person.
So how do y'all feel about that? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
I think
That discussion of having kids so early.
transparency up front is.
I don't want to, so I need to know immediately. I don't want to waste nobody's time, so I don't want any more kids.
Right.
I think you just ward off people that's not for you, and that's cool. That's just easy. Just be honest up front. I want to get married. You don't? All right. I want to have kids. You don't? All right. I mean, I think that's great.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you got to be upfront with that, because if you try to, of course, intentionally date, then there has to be a topic of conversation. Like at some point. So I mean, I wouldn't say that it's blocking you from talking about it too early, but I mean, at least it shows that that person is intent. You know what I'm saying? And is intentional. So
right. Today, how do you feel about that?
I agree 100%. Like, don't waste my time. Let's talk about that early, because I would hate to catch feelings and then later on down the line, you know, it's like, well, I told you I didn't want kids, so now we've wasted both of our time. So I think it's really important. I also do it in the first couple of minutes of meeting somebody. If they're on that tip of I'm pursuing you, then yeah, I'm definitely going to ask early.
Right. Okay. I'm with that. All right, let's keep going.
That's an interesting statement. We'll kind of unpack that a little later in the show as well. And then the last comment was for Amir. This guy is so nervous with very shallow questions. What's up? How do you feel about that?
Honestly, like, I really don't even know why I was nervous, to be honest. I've been doing motivational speaking for years.
Amir,
you know?
Amir.
Yep.
I gotta get you some mic training, man. I'm gonna put you in like an acting class.
So I don't like holding the mic. You can just clip it to my shirt. Maybe
That's what we.
If it was clipped onto my shirt rather than me holding the mic.
Yeah.
That'd be so much easier, because I'll be all over the place, bro.
It's like a lifesaver, man. You like Luke Skywalker or whatever. You about to take somebody out. Both of them next to you felt unsafe. They called HR after they left. So let's keep going.
You know what I mean? So I took that hiatus, and then the camera just, then, you know what I mean? So it just, I don't know. I was just nervous for the camera. That's
it. Okay. Well, thank you for diving into that. So
let me see where I can skip to.
Samuel.
Okay. Oh, he's okay.
Tori's not here. He might come in a little bit.
A coat, can I put it on?
Oh,
you?
This was a fun part where she said she pulled out
you
the
know
hand,
what?
Belinda.
I had to, you know what? I was like, am I saying something wrong? That's whole,
Like a
listen.
church fan, I'm weak.
That said a lot as well. That is amazing. So what transpired after the show? How did that go? Was it a smooth transition or?
Well, immediately following the show, when the cameras went out, I noticed that he immediately began to take care of me. Wow. He wanted to make sure, let me get you to your car. Do you have a coat? Can I put it on you? He waited till I pulled off. He was like he stepped up immediately. So that intrigued me. And we talk every day. We've been on a couple of dates before we went on our real date. And he is a great guy. He's like the person that I prayed for 2 weeks before the show. Like, yeah. So along with I only had two things.
I gotta mute you, Amir.
And it was someone who I had chemistry with, and someone who was innately good person that would do the right thing when no one was looking. And when you have that, it covers so many of the other deal breakers. You know, like he's a great person and you have chemistry. So
I love that for you. So
Belinda, I love that, Belinda. Do you want to give us well, I know it's been a few days since the reunion, but do you want to give us an update? How's everything going between you and Chris?
Everything's good. So we joined this swinger group. And
what?
Nah, as soon as you said I was like,
Yo, his face was priceless. Oh my god, bro.
What? I should have gave me this wine. I'm telling you,
Spill it all.
No, it has been great. Chris is a great man. I spoke to him right before the show started. He was like, "Oh, your mom, I'm calling on your cooking show." I said, "No, next show is starting." But he is a great guy. I couldn't have asked for a better person, and it's just a great fit. It's a great fit.
I agree. Hold on. I got you, Lo. I got you with the claps. I got a round of applause.
It was Miss GMT, I think. Who brought him on the show? It was somebody, but it was perfect.
Well, honestly, it was Shay. So Shay got him on the show. And the first time, because those of y'all that don't know, this was actually Belinda's second shoot. The first shoot didn't go well, and it wasn't on Belinda, but it didn't go well. So we ended up not airing that episode, and we ended up, saying we ended up bringing her back because I'm like,
it was like
right, last minute too. I think I called you the day before.
Yeah, I need you to be here, and I was like, okay.
And you came through, and look at this.
Look at God. Won't he do
Look
it?
at this. Look at this.
You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to happen like that, so it's all good.
Yeah. That's real. It's all right. Let's continue with the
Do you see, it may be too early, but do you see wedding bells down the line potentially?
Definitely.
Okay.
I think that if we really look at things, we can make things work with anyone. We just have to learn to compromise, right? And know that everyone is not perfect because we're not perfect. And so yeah, I can marry any of y'all.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations to you too. I wish you all prosperity in that. So Keon, back to you. You seem like you had a detailed list of what you wanted in a woman. You were very detailed. And so I know that kids was a common denominator on why a lot of men were passing on the women that they were choosing from. Is that something that you would probably reconsider in the future? Is that still a deal breaker for you?
Well, a woman with kids? Well, it wasn't a deal breaker then. I think with the first contestant, I don't remember her name, I'm sorry. She didn't want any more kids.
That's Erica.
And she was happy.
Erica, right there, like damn.
Gotcha.
I'm done. This shop is closed.
With what she had. And then Britt, she had, I think her kid is 2 or 3. So the focus would have been there. So it wasn't a deal breaker that she had one. It's just that my timeline is a little bit more is more closer than I guess theirs were.
Okay.
So no, it's definitely not a deal breaker. My dad has adopted, my grandmother has adopted, on both sides. So no, it's definitely not a deal breaker.
Okay, good. Thank you for clearing that up for us. Amir, how are you? Good. You look great. I love the pink on you. You were one of the fan favorites in the comment section on YouTube. You had
I hope he comes back. Amir, if you can hear me, I want you to come back because I did have a question about y'all happenstance on stage. So if you do hear me, Amir, come back. Hold on one second. Since he's not here, let's move forward a little bit. Oh, there go Aisha.
on the YouTube show.
I'm honestly not absolutely certain because I feel like I can empathize with all love languages in a sense. Like they kind of appeal to me in different ways. I'm looking for the opportunity to explore that with a partner, to kind of help me figure out that journey.
So do you want to clear that up? Do you want to clarify that at all?
Yeah, sure. I'm not poly. I mean, yeah, you feel me? I grew up in a 2-parent home. My parents have been married 30 years. Shout out to them. And also while we're on that, shout out to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. And shout out to my mom. Love you, mom. But yeah, I'm not poly, and yeah, I'm not poly, but I do like, what I like, and
What's that?
whoever likes me.
That's wild.
Okay.
Hold up, man. Why you say that's wild? What's going on?
Just say I like whoever likes me. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? That sounds like it could I mean,
It sounds like if a
like,
guy
it could be
likes him, he
anybody.
likes
Like,
me.
you really have like.
Hold on, Aisha.
Okay,
hold on.
I got.
Aisha, what'd you say?
He said whoever likes me. So if a guy like him, he like him.
That's
I think you're reaching. I ain't gonna lie.
I really wasn't sincere.
I think you're reaching.
Stand up.
Tori, where you at, man?
I
We need to
think
talk
you're
about it.
reaching.
Maureen, tap
To
in.
say I like whoever likes me
What's in
literally
that
just
hookah?
means that you don't have any type of like standards for yourself. That's crazy.
I don't even think he meant it that way.
He wasn't saying that. I think he was
That's what I'm
saying he don't want
saying.
nobody that don't want him.
Right.
That's all. I don't want nobody that don't want me. If you don't want me, go on. But if you
And
want
it's
me,
very
then I can entertain it. That's all.
and it's very common to get yourself involved with women that you might think like you, but really don't really like you for real. Like that's common. So I mean, I get what he's saying. Like,
And like is very general. It's not like
You feel me?
love. It's not like in love. It could be intimate, non-intimate. It could be whatever. So
Okay.
He
that's
said he
crazy
doesn't.
word.
Really quick, Amir said he doesn't know why. Amir said he doesn't know why it keeps giving him feedback. He gonna try again to get back in.
Okay. If you could get back in, yeah, because you had a lot of feedback. If you have another device like a computer that you could jump on or something, that'd be awesome. Also, do me a favor, y'all. Stay active in the comments. Stay active in the comments and let's keep it busy. Also, get the likes up. I don't even know where we're at with likes right now, but we got quite a bit of people. So let's get them likes up. All right, let's keep going.
Got you. So you're not more of like a you kind of go with the flow.
In a sense, yeah, you can kind of say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Aisha is
Well,
crazy.
thank you for that, Victoria. How are you? All right. So you
I'm gonna skip
mentioned that in
her.
your
She not
5 year.
here right now, so we ain't going. Hold up. You know what? Lois here. Lois here. Hold on 1 second.
You're
I
not gonna
forgot.
understand
My
what she
bad,
said.
Lois.
And stuff like that. Okay, that would be working and just, getting to know different places.
That makes sense. Well, as you can see, Lo is not here today, so you're gonna have to speak towards your experience. So what happened after the show? Because I know he asked you on a date while you all were filming. Did that date happen? And what happened after that?
What you doing later?
Well, I don't have anything planned today.
You want to go get some dinner?
Sure. It did not happen. Okay. So, that I was very nervous while we were shooting the episode because, it's a different
Don't
experience.
get low.
So we did end up saying that we were going out, but I ended up having to go to church that day. So I just no, actually, I went to my mom's house.
Okay.
So Lo, what happened?
She said that she went to her mother's house. That's what she told me. It's like when we left, we kind of chopped it up after the filming and whatnot. And she was like, "All right, I'm gonna leave. I'll let you know when I'm free." That was it. And she said she ended up not being free. So that was that. Pretty much. There's not much more to say about it. For
So what was your perception of what transpired overall?
I mean, I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. I don't speak bad about people when they, especially when they're not around. She was cool. Like, we ended up going on a date at some point. Which, by the way, she's not taller than me. She's 5'6" as well. She was just wearing them dumb tall heels. Like, she's 5'6". When I met her, we was face to face with it, just clearing that up. Like, so yeah. And that's how tall I am. I am 5'6" as well. Yes, I'm short. It is what it is. But yeah, she's cool. She was cool. Like, we vibed, but we wasn't on the same frequency for real. This is what it boils down to. She's a lot younger than me, and yeah.
Okay. Did you realize that, like, on the date that y'all actually went on to, that she wasn't the one for you?
I mean, not necessarily that. It's more so just a decent conversation between each other. Like we couldn't even really hold a conversation. Every time we was talking, it was more like a, "Hi, how you doing? How's your day at work?" And I wouldn't get a response from her for like to the end of the day type thing. So it was real dry. It wasn't really, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Doesn't sound like chemistry.
So do you
you
think
feel
she
me?
would have?
Like, and that also speaks to like how I said earlier, how you would think somebody likes you for real, and they really not. I mean, whether she did or
Yeah,
not,
she was not interested.
she wasn't giving me the energy that I was looking for, regardless. So
She wanted to be a digital nomad.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that. I still don't know what that means. I had to really Google that and figure
No
that out.
lie,
And I
no, for real.
still,
No, seriously, when she said that again on the reunion, I was like, so she want both of y'all to be homeless? Like y'all just gonna be outside backpacking and taking pictures and making vlogs and stuff? Like what?
But she explained
I don't
it.
know.
She was like, she just wanted to be a person that can work from anywhere, work from home, work from anywhere. So she just kind of.
I want to be a digital nomad.
I mean,
I've never seen
nomad in my own home, not in different places.
Sit back. You drinking water. You talking about
I've never seen this many single women who are so into religion. Everyone, I gotta go to church. I can't go on a date.
listen. I'm calling they bluff. I don't care.
Got
Listen,
all this
listen.
out.
I'm calling.
I'm here to tell you
calling
they
they bluff.
lying.
I'm calling they bluff.
They
I'm not
lying.
hearing it.
I want you to go on a date.
All of that God fearing, man. I'm calling they bluff. I'm not hearing it.
Get out of here. Thank you, Bo.
I'm not hearing it. I'm not even about to
I
really elaborate.
100% agree. It's a
I'm not even about
facade.
to elaborate because, like I said, I don't talk behind nobody back when they're not around. But that's cap. That's cap.
Are y'all getting feedback?
No.
You back.
No,
You
my
back.
brother.
You
You
back.
don't sound like you got a tornado
Back.
behind you, bro.
So the reason why I had my other phone watching the show, so that's why the feedback was coming through. So I had my other phone next to it.
Oh yeah. So that definitely could throw off the whole show. Basically, if anybody got any devices rolling at the same time of the show, you gotta turn it off.
Yeah,
Even if you're playing YouTube in the background on the computer, it's gonna interfere with the feed.
Yeah, that's what it was. But I heard somebody saying they don't talk behind nobody back. What's going on?
Oh, that's low. That's low. You talking
unrelated?
Low and Victoria.
Yeah, unrelated.
Talking
I
about
will
his
say
ex.
though, that's not my ex. That's not my ex. Don't do that. I will say though, after the show, like a little bit before I had to leave to go to New York for my family tragedy that I had, which is why I couldn't make the reunion. I did meet somebody. She's actually in the comments. Shout out to my baby girl Julissa.
Let me go to the comment.
That's my baby girl.
Shout out to Jaleesa.
Okay.
Somebody said it's bro in an undershirt.
So we got
So
Jaleesa, we got people walking past Aisha too. Who else
is
we got?
this-
I didn't forget about that girl. I didn't forget about that.
Oh my God, the blast is crazy, y'all.
is this defined as
He was cute.
talking behind someone back?
You're right. You kind of right.
I mean, they're gonna see the show, so it's not really behind their back. But
Listen, I haven't said
the
nothing
way we
negative. So
comment
what
on these
y'all
reality
say?
shows,
We're stating facts. That's all we're doing.
I can only comment on what we see.
Come on, Lo.
Hold up, Amir. I think we losing you.
Nah, that ain't me.
That ain't me.
That ain't me neither.
Everybody mute. We gonna mute.
If that's me, that's crazy.
I think
that's Justin. Justin, that's you.
Yeah, I was about to
That's
say,
you,
I know
Justin.
that ain't me.
Hold up. You muted now, Justin. Hold up.
Unmute real quick.
Yep, that's you.
Yep, that's you.
You try to record us secretly.
Do me a favor, Justin. If you can hear me, drop and come back. You'll be able to get back in. All right, let's continue with the show, y'all. Let's continue with the show.
So, but we did end up going on a date. Okay, we do
I'm sorry, y'all.
get along well, but that wasn't. There was like something missing. He told me that he didn't feel like I was very interested. But I think it's just like the way that my
So I'm not
personality
talking
is.
about her back,
I
my
won't be
brother.
the
I
type of
told her
person
to
that
her
is
face.
like 24/7 contacting you or something like that until I know what point of the whole relationship we are. It's just something that I had to learn after.
Yeah, Justin,
Life
it's still you,
just makes
Jess.
you not be attached to people so fast.
I see. So would you do anything differently? Because I'm assuming you all are not in contact.
No,
You any-
we
okay.
talked for a while. It was basically like talking and then
Hold
stopping.
up,
I
I'm
just
getting some
felt like
feedback from somebody else.
I'm not that type of person either. He is,
That was Amir.
like to be chasing.
She said, honey, I don't want nobody girl, I get it 100%. So you want to be pursued. You felt like you were not pursued enough.
Not even that. It's just like if you want me to show interest, there has to be something to kind of like put me there, have to hold me with something.
Okay.
Because I think that the whole thing was very, like, it was vague. That wasn't like something to catch you to make you want to, dive into this relationship.
I don't know because all right, for those of y'all that don't know, I know Lo is a very he's a very assertive man. You know what I'm saying? He sees something he wanted, he gonna get it. And that's probably how he got Jaleesa, right, Jaleesa? Give me a thumbs up, Jaleesa, in the comment section if I'm right. So I don't know if it was that or she just wasn't interested. I wish she was here to kind of speak on that, but she's not. So we're not gonna touch that too much because, like he said, is this really talking behind her back? But
no, it's not because I already told her. But I mean, I'm a firm believer. Like, if you want something, you make time for it, regardless of how busy your schedule is. You already know my schedule. Like, I have a decently busy schedule, but if I make time for something that I want to be around, then I'm gonna make time for that. Like, if I don't want to make time for that, then I'm gonna come up with 1,001 excuses, like she did. So.
I do have a question concerning her personality. Would you say that she is or appears to be a timid or shy person? Like,
Not really that. I feel like it's just because of her her like culture. Like she already doesn't speak the most fluent English as it is. So like and I feel like she's also a soft-spoken person too. But I mean, like I said, she has a cool personality. Like it's just not really my type, for real. So but it is what it is. Like I said, it worked out for the best because if not, I wouldn't have met Jaleesa. So
right.
Okay, Jaleesa, she said
I just get the vibe.
Jaleesa said
Facts.
facts.
Lisa in there for her boo.
Feel me? You feel me? What more could I ask for?
I love it for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's what's up. All right. So let's keep going.
That makes sense. All right. Thank you so much. Keon. We have a lot of questions for you tonight. You were one of the favorite episodes. So I want you to order this in your priority. Kid, marriage, or relationship. What is most important to least important to you right
They
now
was
in
on your
life?
neck, boy.
I would say relationship, kid, marriage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Relationship, kid, marriage. Okay. Makes sense. All right. Thank you. Deja, how are you? Good. So you talked during the show about your previous relationship and how you pushed them away.
In 2019, I was in the
Deja not here.
I love her.
Ever left you at her promise. So Aisha too mentioned moving back to Charlotte. Would that have been a deal breaker for you in your future relationship as far as long distance? Is that a no-go for you, or how do you feel about that?
Yeah, was too far. The longest distance I probably did maybe 2 hours, but not a whole different time zone. So when she kind of, expressed that she wasn't really too interested in coming from Charlotte, I kind of was toned out that.
I don't have a problem with long distance relationships as long as I feel like it's worth it. If I have a real good connection with that person, then
I have no issue with it, and I'm willing to, it's you got to put in the work both ways. It's not
Why I do my hands like that, man?
Damn.
Oh my God, bro.
What up, man?
Never felt it. I never.
We gotta talk about. We gotta talk about that, Justin.
Where he at? He need to come back.
Where he at?
Oh, no, he ain't yet.
He gotta come back.
Oh,
I
no,
ain't feel the.
no,
I
I'm just
don't know
kidding.
what
I'm
you
just
talking about. That reunion, that clip. I like that y'all did that. Good job.
We gotta get
Because
him.
that was crazy.
Shout out to the editor, bro. That's crazy work.
Shout out to the editor, right?
Like, yeah,
That's
that's when the
crazy work.
interest kind of died down. No, he was smiles the entire time. There was never an interest that died down from none of those men for me. Like,
Well, he didn't say the interest died.
Don't do that. Don't
yeah,
do
he
that.
did. Yes, he did.
No,
She
no,
clocked
stop
it.
that.
She clocked
You
it.
don't clock
Did he say that?
He just said it. He said it, and he said as soon as she said she was from out of there, she wasn't that interested in coming to
Can
Charlotte.
y'all hear me?
I never said that.
Those are semantics. Semantics.
I'm like, he need to come back because I'm here.
Oh, Justin, man, I gotta try to get him back because he was good the majority of the show. And all of a sudden, his internet started acting up. What is going on with y'all internet, y'all? Who is y'all providers, man?
I don't know. He may have had somebody in the background with a sheet. Talking about your call is coming.
Handing them off. That part's coming. You better drop, boy.
He knew his part was coming up. That's why. He needs to come on back.
They just gotta call lower spectrum for real.
It's crazy. All right. Well, if he comes back on, we'll touch that again. All right, let's keep going.
Okay, have you experienced long distance before and it didn't work out? Is that why you have
He's
those
not
thoughts?
here. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit and let's see what's
at the end of the show. So talk about that.
Hold up, y'all.
See, we are having a first ever moment in Meet2Marry history. Taurine, we have the lovely Aisha.
Hold up. I gotta stop the show. We just got gifted 10 new memberships to the channel. My God, Big Bad Bull. Shout out to you, my God. Oh, wrong horn. My bad. I'll be messing up sometimes. Shout out to Big Bad Bull for 10 memberships
crazy
to
on
the channel.
comments.
That's so dope. That support is amazing. It helps the channel grow. It pushes us further out in the algorithm. All I ask is those of you who are and received an actual membership to the channel, please stay active members because what happens is that we're starting to do giveaways on the channel. We also have early releases to Meet2Marry. So you'll have 24 hours early access, exclusive content to everything Grown Men Talking. So do me a favor. If you got a membership just now, make sure you hold on to your membership. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. I greatly appreciate you, my brother. Blessings. All right. That's what's up. Amir, we're still getting a lot of fan feedback coming from your end. I don't know why that's happening, but let's keep going.
Share with you.
I'm gonna fast forward because Taurine's not here. Well, oh yeah, I keep forgetting, but Aisha's here. No, my bad, Aisha.
The door is open. Do you feel the same for Aisha too?
Can I
They
ask you a
really
question
didn't like
first?
my dress. That shit was crazy. It looked
You
good.
want a big family, correct?
I just want babies. I just want a baby. At least just one. At least.
Okay.
Oh, but if babies is a thing for you, please tell me no, because if you don't want any, that's definitely a deal breaker for me, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say, the children thing for me right now is just not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
So.
I do feel like we both were here for the correct reasons. It's just the timing in a sense. And then if there were things that I heard from her having other conversations with the other gentlemen, and I was just like, yeah, maybe we wouldn't work out. And
so what was that? Let's talk about that real quick, Aisha. Did you say something to the other gentleman? people on the
I'm a
show?
little confused because when he came back out, before he got eliminated, like when he came back out, he was saying he heard things that were great. So I don't know what he's talking about. Like when he came back out, when it was like after I had eliminated the first guy, and then he came out like when he was explaining, she was like, so what do you think about Aisha too? And he was like, oh, I think all these nice things. And then it was also saying, oh, also the things that I heard was also great. So I don't know. Like, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I don't know. They got on this reunion and just started lying. Like, that shit's crazy. Like, I'm confused.
I don't know.
He would
I don't
have to
know.
be here. That's why I wish he was here. So because I would like to know
wish
what he's
he
talking
was
about.
too. He did say if he comes on, he did say he will be a little late. So hopefully he chimes in before we leave because there's some things we need to talk about. It feels like the moment we get to everybody's part that kind of put them out there, they drop off. It's like, yo, wow. It's wow. Yo, Keon, stay right there, please. All right. Don't go nowhere.
He's ready.
All right, my guy. So let's keep going. All right. I gotta get fast at this. I'm slow. Hold up.
When I was brought back out, I was honestly surprised because, I thought she was gonna pick Justin from, the conversation they were having and, what I was hearing. And I was just like, oh yeah, she definitely gonna pick bro. But when she didn't, and then when the producers came back to get me, I was kind of like, somewhat flabbergasted, like, huh? I gotta come back out. So, once I got over that and came back out, it was just kind of feelings of you didn't want me. So, what I look like, you feel me?
Second choice.
Yeah.
So I know that ultimately during the questions when you all were going back and forth, she did mention kid. Again, that was a common thing. But you ultimately did mention kids on being the reason why you declined. Was that the real reason, or busy you just didn't feel chemistry?
That and in conjunction, because if I could have it my way, I would much rather, enter a relationship with a woman who also doesn't have children so we can experience that together. And, no fault to her and no fault, not saying that I wouldn't date a woman with a child, but if I can prefer to have it my way, then that's the way I want it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I definitely understand that. That makes sense. Amir. So there was a comment on YouTube that said he had me.
Huh? Amir's not here, y'all. He dropped. But that part about therapy, as we said, that was a big part. Fellas, what fellas I have on here? Do I got any guys? It's just me, Keon, and Lo. Lo, what's your thoughts on therapy?
I feel like I'm the wrong one to ask. I ain't never had therapy before. I mean, I don't knock anyone that does it. Some people might need it, as far as like that social outlet, they might not have, or that person that they can confide to. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't know. I've always had my mother. Me and my mother haven't had a great relationship, so I always, anytime I have a life problem, I come talk to her for. That's my therapist. Like, so I don't really have opinion on it.
Okay. Keys, what's your I know you go to therapy. You do that consistently. You mentioned it on the show.
Offense.
I do. So I'm going to say what my doctor told me. I walked in his office maybe 4 years ago, and he said, one of my other patients looked exactly like you when he came in here last week. And he got the call from a coroner the following week, saying that he had passed away. So he told me the thing that we have to realize is that our body, regardless of how we feel, our body is one big cell, one big chemical. You can feel great and amazing, but you go through a lot of things. You meet a lot of people. You interact with a lot of energies, work, stresses of life, money, whatever the case may be. Regardless of how happy you are, that can create a chemical imbalance, period. And you have to address it, whether it's through therapy, medication, or whatever the case may be. You have to address it. And I was on I'm not going to say I was on a bad spiral. Like it's just a lot of things had happened. I wasn't feeling neither here nor there, but it took a toll on me that I couldn't see, and therapy helped. So,
okay.
That's right.
And I'm with that. And I know, Amir, you unpacked a lot during the episode about therapy and what made you go to therapy. And I also want to extend my condolences to you as well, for the loss of your ex-fiance. So my condolences on that. And I'm happy that you got the help that you needed to get past it. And if you got someone in me. So if you ever needed to talk to somebody, regardless, I'm here.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Y'all can hear me? Ain't breaking nothing?
Yeah, we can hear you. You good. You good. You good. I'll let you know, because the moment you jump on with that fan in the background, it sounds crazy. So I'll let you know. But all right, I know the ladies, all of y'all pro therapy. Erica, how you feel about therapy? Talk to me.
I think therapy is a good tool. Like I stated, both of my kids are in therapy. They lost their dad. I even have a great relationship with their therapist, and I might have a one-on-one session with them because it is hard, being a single parent. But like you mentioned about chemical imbalances, I see it in my son. He's 16, and the way he responds to things that don't go his way is not normal. So I'm really on his neck about therapy and using his skills, some skills to work through, so that, because he's a young Black man and we all know the stigma behind that. So yeah, he has a therapist that comes to the house twice a week. My daughter goes to a therapist and I go to a therapist as well.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of Black men, we refuse therapy for some reason.
Yo, can I chime in on that? So, as for a young adult, right, and going to therapy, I feel like they should have somebody more so they could a little bit more relate to, rather than somebody that's straight textbook from out of school. I got these degrees, you know what I mean?
No, he's an ex-football player, African American guy, but he is a therapist. So he's on the level of my son. Where my daughter's therapist is a little bit more different.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
And just to give y'all a little bit more on why, like, it wasn't even just my fiance that I knew I needed therapy, because I'm an 86 baby. So if you know about the 80s, like, some of us are crack babies, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, my parents, like my mom, she died when I was 2, she overdosed. My pops, I never knew. You know what I'm saying? So if you know about Brooklyn, Kings County Hospital, so in the 80s, like, it was life or death if you were born there. You get what I'm saying? So I share that with y'all because I was already spiraling out of control before I even knew what spiraling out of control was. I didn't know how to get no help or anything like that. But once I did, and my fiance, like, that's the only thing that drove me for that therapy session, is once she passed. That was like the final trigger, because like, damn, I done lost mom, I don't know my pops, and all of that stuff started coming back. So honestly, like, that's why I really promote therapy, because as men, like, we can't let a lot of things off our chest. Like, we really got to hold that down. Like, sometimes we can't even go to our bros and be like, yo, man, this is what I'm going through. Like, you just got to hold it in and just keep it pushing. And that's going to make you either crash out, go into depression, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm in the community every day. And I tell guys, like, yo, therapy and God, therapy and God. And that's my piece.
Right. I'm like I said, I'm happy you found the help you needed. You know what I'm saying? You definitely are getting a few shout outs in the chat right now. So respect to that. And yo, I'm like I said, I'm pro therapy for those that need it, especially men, especially Black men. Like I said, we we tend to hold a lot of stress in and really don't feel like we can have an outlet when it's that time. So, shout out to those of you who choose yourselves and choose your mental health first. So much
May is
respect to
actually
that.
mental health month.
Yeah, I'm in therapy right now myself. I suffer from seasonal depression.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I
Okay.
suffer from anxiety as well. Yeah, I go to therapy twice a week right now because being away in another new state, in another new place by myself. I mean, I have family, but they're not close to me. And I don't really talk to nobody like that out here. And so therapy has saved my life on a few times, a few times.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And it's because that we're talking about it on the male perspective, but we know our women go through it as well. But women tend to choose therapy, which on their own, a lot of us, we got to get pushed to it, or medication ends up making us say, all right, it's that time. I done had a mental break. I done crashed out. It's time for me to go. So, but it's dope though. It's dope. So I'm pro it. A lot of, I hear some people on podcasts saying you don't really need that. They say it's for the birds, but I'm with it. I'm pro it on this channel. So but let's keep going. Let's keep going. I wanna get to some
You
parts.
feel like in the Black community, specifically Black men, do you feel like they go to therapy enough? Do you feel like it's
All right, we unpack some of that. Y'all gonna make me cry, so we just gonna keep moving. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep moving.
Somebody gonna
Lady
say
over
hookah is
here,
therapy. I'm
like,
crying.
Somebody wrote that.
I don't know if it's an attachment issue, but if you're my friend, or if I'm trying to pursue you and I'm in a relationship with, I don't want to lose you, so I'm gonna do everything I have to do to make sure that you're good and you understand that I'm here. Cause
So I'm gonna move to this part of the show real quick. I wanted
some
to
found
talk
heartbreak,
to
some found
Amir.
love. But let's see what
Touch on this a
flames
little
have
bit,
been
Amir.
put out with some of these couples. So let's jump right into it, Belinda. So you and Chris, you all have the perfect love story. Two Queen natives finding each other here in Charlotte. Such a coincidence. Have you met each other's families? I know you talked a lot about you all gelling really, really well together. But have you took it a step further to meet each other's families yet?
Well, it hasn't been that long.
Okay.
It's all about it hasn't been that long. So we have not met each other's families.
Okay.
There was an opportunity for us to meet some friends. I had met some of his associates, friends, and some of his employees. But yeah.
Nice. Okay. What has been the hardest part about, if there has been any hard parts with the relationship so far?
Well, Chris he's a business owner and he's busy, which is good. He's very successful. And I think that has been the only struggle, spending time together.
Okay.
But we as women, we want successful men, right? But when you have a successful man, he doesn't have time to be cupcaking all the time.
That's true.
So we have to pick our poison. I like the fact that he's pretty busy because that allows me to do my thing, right? And then when we actually, and I'm going to say schedule time, it's meaningful because it doesn't come that easy, right? So we don't take it for granted. And so I may not have a whole day just to lay around with him or hang around with him. But if I have 30 minutes or an hour, it means more than just sitting around doing nothing. So yeah, we working out, we grown.
Good. I love that. And you
Okay.
I know that's
Okay, Belinda.
It was the cupcaking for me.
Oh man, so talk to us. Erica has to leave, y'all, so she's gonna break out. But it was a pleasure having you on, Erica. Good seeing you. And
love the haircut.
You're gonna come to the next Meet2Marry party, the next
Thank
function.
you. Yeah, I am. I've been so busy. I've been really, really busy. But yeah, I've been taking trips like every month. So after Cabo, I'm gonna sit down for a minute.
Okay. So you the original digital nomad, huh?
No, not really. But I like to travel, so I mean, why not? But like I said, my kids are older, so I don't really gotta worry about too much. But definitely invite me back.
Thank you. We are so
Thank you.
glad
Of
for
course,
having
you already know. You already know. Hold on, here go Keys coming back. But all right, we'll see you, Erica.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Have a good one.
All righty. Bye
All
bye.
right, all right. Non-DTV, what up, what up, what up, what up? Shout out to everybody that's now coming in the building. Do me a favor and make sure y'all hit the like button. Stay active in the comments. Let's have a good conversation. If y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask any of the cast members, feel free. All right. So, yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
You don't see that becoming a potential problem in the future or anything, right?
I mean, if I want a certain lifestyle, it did not become a potential problem because he has to go out and get the bag, right? And myself as well. So you have to you can't have it can't have all.
I like what you said. Pick your poison. That's a true statement. Amber, when did you?
That's so true, right? Because a lot of people don't understand what it takes to be a successful person, and if you're gonna be successful, you're gonna have to sacrifice time, and that's the only way you're gonna be successful. To spend too much time at home means that you don't want to be where you should be or where you say you want to be. So I'm definitely with you with that, Belinda.
Well, not only do you have to sacrifice time, you got to support that person. You know what I mean? You got to be their biggest cheerleader. So once that man becomes successful after you've been cheering him on and taking care of the kids and making sure everything's good, then this young hot thing come along, thinks she about to take what you just built up. She must be crazy. So there's a lot of work that went along in there to get him there, you know, to build him up to that. And people don't see that. They just see the finished product. So yeah.
True. They think people just happen to be successful overnight.
Mhm.
But anyone that you could talk to that's super successful will tell you, like, yo, you know, I worked, sometimes barely slept, 2-3 hours, get up, and you back at what you love or back at what you do in order to become the person that you want to be in life. And it's the people that prioritize sleep that don't make it.
And the biggest thing, you failed at a lot of things before you hit the jackpot.
There we
There's
go.
a lot of things you failed at. Oh, I missed that. And they're like, oh, he keep trying all these different things, but when he make it, right?
Right.
Belinda preaching. It was like when you make it.
I can't get no help up in here.
Come on.
It's just wine. It's red wine.
I love it. All right. Let's keep going. So, Amir, you in the building. Let's
The
talk
last
about it.
things had went south and they had turned sour with you two.
Oh, I'm tripping.
But so I think it was the day after we went to the movies. At the movies, I told him that I didn't see him hurting a fly, and then after the next day, he came back and he asked me, you know, why did I say that? Do I think he's a simp or something like that? And then I was like, no, I just think you're a genuine, like he always seems happy. And he just, you know, started mentioning, you know, ways to, I guess, change my perspective of him being a simp. And so, yeah, I just kind of figured that was going to be like a red flag. Like, if you can't see yourself in a nice light, then how you expect somebody else to view you that way as well?
Right. Did you want to respond to that, Amir?
Man, she did say that, and then I was like, I look like that, like, you know, I'd rather give off that energy. But I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I did give her about my past. I told her everything, but I wanted her to get to know me. So I was like, yeah, I've done time before. Like, I used to be in the streets, like, but the path that I'm on right now is what created from all of that trauma in my life. So the positivity she's saying that I can't take, I executed it all throughout my social media accounts, my walk of life. You know what I'm saying? So when she said that, I didn't take no offense to it. I just want to let her know, like, remember you said you want somebody you feel comfortable with when you're in the club or whatever. I'm that guy. I may not look at it, but I walk in the room, I promise you, I get that attention. And I told you that. Like, I've done security at Stats. many clubs. What like it's
He said,
nothing. It was nothing
what?
sober. I ain't.
Yo, so man, talk to me, man. What was going on with, because you felt the tension, the vibe. It was just like y'all chemistry was just so off, sitting on the couch next to each other. I remember just sitting backstage and I felt like moving y'all. I felt like putting you on one couch and her on the other, just because of that energy that both of y'all was giving.
Like, I pick up on energy, right? Like, I've been around, like, I'm not young. Like, I know how to read the room, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when they came in, like, I already picked up the vibe. Like, they said, you know what I mean? They said hello to everybody, ha, ha, ha. Speed past the mirror, you know what I'm saying? And I honestly, I just came there just to support and just tell my side or whatever. So I ain't come with no ill intentions or nothing. But once I felt that energy and I seen how they was moving, I was just like, I already, you know what I mean? So that set the tone right there for me. So once I'm in my feelings or whatever, like, you gonna feel it. Like, you gonna like, yeah, nah, he ain't feeling me, yo, he likes me, you gonna know. I don't have a problem telling the person, like, yeah, I'm not messing with you, you know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's real. That's real rap, son. All right.
And I mean, he came through, like, you see them arms out. He like, ain't no simp over here.
Ain't no simp
Like, is
over
that
here.
why you out in the white beater, man? Put on
We
the
wear
shirt.
the cuz. About to start crip walking.
I just want to say something about that comment. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm from New York. I ain't ever gonna say that to my man. You wouldn't hurt a fly. That don't even sound right. Like, get up out of here with that. So I think she did try to come for him, but she don't know who he is. She don't know who he is at all. So that, yeah, she can go ahead with that.
I like her. I like you, Belinda. I go. I like her. I like
Said, like, you trying to act like you ain't mean what you said. You said what you said.
Like, she knew when she said that, like, she meant something behind it, because
it was, yeah.
Like, she told me, like, yo,
So what was the context around the conversation?
Like, I feel.
What was the context around the conversation?
The context, I ain't gonna lie, like, I remember verbatim. After I was standing outside the car, whatever, and then I don't even know how it came up, to be honest. But when she said that, I was just, you know what I mean? Like, but we
That's man. I
like,
already know.
after
That basically saying, like, you a punk, like, you soft.
That's
like, you want to hurt a fly. You Steve Urkel, get out of here. Like, what?
I love Steve Urkel.
Okay, I want to play devil's advocate. Can I play devil's advocate just a little bit?
Go ahead.
All right. What if it was meant along the lines of, because that's why I asked what the context was. What look at Belinda. what if it was what if she was, the conversation could have been something along the lines of, you know, oh God. Like you're a nice guy, whatever. You know, I just see your heart, and you're such a good person. And
yeah,
I can't imagine you.
I ain't get that type of
spazzing out and hurting somebody.
I never got that vibe from her as a person to speak of me like that. You get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't. That right there, I can't jack that.
This is the same girl that's told him, when I'm out with another dude, guys be trying to talk to me. This is kids.
Yeah.
Come on. She was poking the bear.
Come on. Like, she was playing like she wasn't really ready, to be honest. and I'm not even funny or nothing. Like, honestly, like, a day is too much of my time if you're not gonna be real with me. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm telling you, like, from the get-go, like, yo, this is my past, this is my traumas that I've been through, I dealt with them, I already know how to maneuver if I get triggered, and then you turn around and, you know what I mean, got me chasing you. So look, I asked her, I said, yo, can me and my homeboy Vinny come out to the fair with you and your friends? And then she didn't respond back for 2 hours. This is an open space. You know what I'm saying? And when she responded back with, oh, we might go to the movies to see Sinners, what we was going to see. So I'm like, yo, why can't, wait, I was like, yo, aren't we supposed to see the movie? Like, yeah, we are. I'm not going to go with them. So long story short, my homeboy, he like, yo, why she don't just say we could come there with them? Because it's an open space. It's the fair for Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? It was around that time. And he took that as I'm telling her, yo, leave your friends. I just want to come kick it with you. And that wasn't the case at all. Like, you got friends, I got friends. We outside.
Right.
When you say Vinny, that's like swimming with the fishes. I don't know if I would have went with.
Nah, he was actually at the show.
I'm just messing with you. It's the wine. Yo. Y'all need to come over here. We need to have a party. Like,
I'm down.
All right. You know what? I'm with that. I was just trying to play a little devil's advocate there.
Yeah, he don't need no
advocate.
Nah,
But I get it. Though.
He don't need no advocates.
My wife has never told me that ever. Like,
and you would have looked at me sideways if I was like, "Oh my gosh, you look like you hurt him."
You'd be like, yo, what you mean by that?
You would have had. She kept me on my head after that too.
That's right.
Such a good boy. So cute.
Squeeze your whole cheek. Nah, that's crazy work.
That's crazy.
No, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Now, of course, but
you want to break in a fight?
It's different because like that's a first handful of dates. You say something like that on the first handful of dates is crazy.
That was the first. That was the first one. That was.
I feel you.
That ain't it, my boy.
He said that ain't it, my boy.
I thought the girl from the military was it, but
yeah. To be honest, like I told Mingo, like when we went to Fridays, like yo, I feel like I picked the wrong one because like I said, I'm good on reading the room. I'm good on picking up. I used to do security, like you know what I'm saying. Like I gotta. So once I felt that. I should have backed off there, but like I said, I had not even high hopes, but just hopes.
You followed the process, and I respect it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. This is not talking behind anybody's. I don't care. Like I don't care. When I saw her on video, I was like in awe. I was like, her shape is nice. She's sweet. She's all. But when I saw her at the reunion, I was like, "Ma'am, were you on the show?" She was like, "Yes, I was on the show." I was like, "You wasn't on the show." That looked like a totally different person. It act like a totally different person. I could not believe. And I said, "You sure you was on the show?" She was like, "Yeah, that was me." I was like,
"Ooh."
Yeah, no more God-fearing, no more.
No more.
I told you that's a bluff. I told you that's a bluff.
I know I don't care. I'm gonna say what I say, and that's it.
Right. Yeah.
That's Queen's right there.
You know, like I said, you know, I have my thoughts, but I love. You know.
Yeah, you stay neutral. You stay neutral. Let us say you gotta keep the show going. You gotta keep the show going, like the Brady Bunch. I know y'all be talking to people.
Devil's advocate over here. All right, look.
We're gonna rebuke the devil.
So all right, let's keep going. Let's see what we talking about.
Feeling no way about it, but I was like, dang, I gotta let her know, like I could protect her. Somehow I couldn't get you out. No, I mean, besides the movies, I couldn't get you nowhere else so you could see how people react towards me or us being out. Because you said when you're out, you know, some guys may holler at you while you with another guy. I wish somebody would. I'm going to say something, but my first thing is not to go on and out. I'm going to say something, and if it leads to that, it is what it is. But by all means, like, I was just trying to just show you, like, I got your back if need.
The crazy thing is, I think it goes back to what we said in the first segment. To me, it keeps going back to communication. That's what I see a lot. Because and stop me if I'm wrong, but it seems as if you were talking more about his heart, more he wouldn't hurt a fly. And I think you're talking more physical. So again, that may have been a communication thing because you went into protecting her and all of that. And is that what you meant? More like his heart and okay. That's what it seemed like.
That could be a possibility. In my head, I was just going.
I'm trying to be Switzerland too.
That was beautiful. She's a great hostess.
I read people.
I'm about to say, look at her face right now as it's frozen. That shit looks stank. I'm sorry for my language. I'm sorry. That's nah.
She looks so uncomfortable.
Look, man.
Body language.
I feel you, Amir. I feel you, brother.
see a lot of it.
She look like she just don't want to be there.
And you know what did it too? She asked me to take a selfie, and I said, "What do I look like? I'm not taking no selfie. No." So that could have set the tone right there when I was like, "No, I'm not taking the picture." Too.
How
That
old
was
was she?
Before the
But right
show?
before that, she was
No.
trying to get the questions changed. Please.
On the
Go
chair
ahead.
as we were sitting. During the show. No, actually, it was before we shot. She was like, "You want to take a picture?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to take no picture with you." Like, what? Take a picture.
Yo, Amir, off topic. When is your birthday? I'm that person.
Oh no,
I don't care. I want to hear it.
Signs.
I don't care.
March 24th, I'm an Aries.
He's an Aries.
Ooh,
My brother, he's an Aries. See,
we don't do signs on GMT.
March 27th. That's
April
when
13th.
we started talking. I was like,
Bring that on Pop the Balloon.
whatever.
Aries,
It's real.
It is a very real thing because we don't take no cards and we open book.
Yes,
that's true.
That's a fact.
But
y'all March
I
Aries. I'm an
respect
April
that
Aries.
because
I'm an April 13th. What are you, low?
April 3rd.
Yeah, they different. They different.
I respect it because if I don't rock with you, I'm not taking a picture with you. It's not happening.
Facts, regardless.
We're not faking the
I'm
funk.
not gonna be sitting up in your phone and you be like, "Yo, look at this." Like, look at the guy that won't hurt fly. Wait, what? We good.
I'm gonna call this dude Ray. He can be rated my phone.
Crazy.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm with you with that. I'm with you. All right, let's keep going.
Nah, I mean, when we spoke on the show, like, yo, I need somebody that I know I feel secure with. And all right, I don't look big or nothing like that, but like you said, I may have misinterpreted it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a possibility.
Right. So Keon, and we're gonna come back to you all, but I do want to ask you, what was the determining factor of picking Jessie?
She had a really, really calm energy. She had a really great vibe.
You ain't lying about that.
She's very sweet.
Her energy in person is she exudes like calm, peace. Like you feel it just standing next to her.
Yep. Her leg sleeve is dope too.
Oh, her sleeve, her tattoo is crazy.
Her leg sleeve is dope.
Yeah, her leg sleeve is dope. Dudes, killer. No,
she's a therapist. She's like she got her therapist voice.
And I'm just kidding. I do. Women can understand what I'm saying, but the bra she had on for the reunion was crazy. That it's hard to get larger breasts to sit up, and I mean, that was a really good bra compared to the first time she was on. So I want to give her. And that's no shade. Bras are expensive. Ladies, I know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, they were sitting up, and I was like, "Go, girl!" I was.
Yeah, she did look amazing when she came out.
Amazing.
And she still, even though she showed all the tattoos, she still had that so like a feminine soft side that like the whole room felt it. It was like oh snap, Jessie coming. Yo, everybody stop cursing. Be quiet. She's in the room. So that's what's up. I see why you picked her.
Oh yeah.
That was your piece. What happened?
That was his piece.
He said he was looking for peace and kids.
So what happened, Keys?
What happened to the peace and the kids?
Oh Lord.
So what was your perspective? What happened with y'all?
Okay, what do y'all want? Y'all want the
everything.
You want the real
everything.
Yeah, I want the corporate version or
no,
corporate Karen ain't here. Can you go ahead?
Listen, HR went home. I sent them home at 5 o'clock.
Raw.
Tell us what it is.
Okay. So I laid out the red carpet, everything. And I think I said this. I'm very OCD, like very OCD. I've gotten better about it. I don't want to sound like
Jesus.
I don't want to sound like shady, or because that's not, or that's not the type of person I am. But okay, so let me put this scenario out there real quick.
Stop.
And then I'll move on. So if to the women in the chat, say we were on a date or on the video. Say we were on a date. Let's say you're at my place. We're in the hot tub. I'm bringing you wine. I'm bringing you snacks. I'm bringing you food. We're watching a movie.
I remember the hot tub
You
night.
say you
too.
got a hot tub? You got a hot
do.
tub?
I remember that hot tub night too.
What you mean?
No, we were streaming. We were streaming, and he was in the hot tub with her.
Oh, wow, we didn't see that.
You was giving Kirk Frost for a minute. I was about to, bro.
That ain't gonna happen.
Talking about hot tub.
You better exude some of that Jess energy over there. Calm yourself down. That wine got you feeling yourself. So, all right, y'all. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So yeah, this is date number 4.
Woo!
At this point. And I'm just, every date I'm rolling out the red carpet. But anyway, I'm bringing snacks, I'm bringing food. We're watching a movie. We're having a great time. We're talking. We're chilling. This time, to kind of pack things up. What do you do? What do you do next? Like if we're chilling in the hot tub and we get out and there's, all this food and snacks and wine and all this other stuff. And, we're exiting. Like, what do you do?
Read the Bible.
You take some stuff. You take some stuff with you, clean up a little bit, go take a shower.
There you go.
Who go take a shower?
So it was just, I'll just put it this way. I'm OCD. I'm gonna leave it like that.
Oh, you want to clean up? Okay, I thought you wanted to do something else.
So she didn't clean up and she didn't take a shower.
Did you talk to her? Did you communicate what you wanted from her?
There's more to it.
Okay,
I don't know if I should say it.
You're not gonna,
Okay. It was. I don't want to say.
You just gonna leave it alone.
Say
it. Just say it, bro. Just say it, bro. I wouldn't even say it.
It's over. Say it.
If you gotta contemplate about it, I wouldn't even say it if I gotta contemplate about it.
Just tell me in my ear.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sit back. Sit back, Belinda.
Okay, so she was a great, amazing person. Great human being. I still appreciate her today. I just can't. It's just lazy. That's it. In many areas.
Okay.
Leave it there.
I guess we could all use our adult brains to kind of put that together.
Down, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah, we could all transform that together and call it, all right. We're going to keep going with the show.
Very good. Move on.
And then a lot of the responses to the questions were articulated very well. So meaning when we have like a conversation, there's an education background, it's not going to be me trying to figure out or trying to, over dig into like what does she really mean. So it's just the all around vibe, and it just I was feeling
it did score you. It did score you. So Jesse, are you all still dating? What does that look like since the cameras have stopped rolling? We're not still dating. We have gone on a few dates. I did enjoy my time with Keon, but I think there just wasn't a lot of compatibility as we got to know each other more.
Okay, and I know that a lot of,
Alicia,
I'll be honest, a
stop
lot
it.
of people thought that you would actually end up with Brittany because as we were sitting there watching, I mean, she was checking all of your boxes, and you even said that, Keon. So did that affect you at all, actually seeing that they had a lot more maybe in common?
No, so I didn't watch the episode.
Okay.
And I didn't listen in on like what else was going on outside of my time with him. for me, it was more so some of the things that he mentioned that he liked about me. I think he started to like interpret them in wrong ways. One of the things for me that I didn't like was there was an occasion where he kept asking me like, or kept telling me that I'm judging him. And he would tell me that he talked to his therapist about me and about if I was going to be psychoanalyzing him. His friends had told him that I was going to be psychoanalyzing him. So I feel like a lot of that got into his head and kind of like maybe built up.
Keys, do you think that's what happened? You think she was psychoanalyzing you a little bit? Or do you feel as if you may have looked into it because of her occupation?
Yes, absolutely. She even mentioned when we were on a date that it was, and it was interesting that she said that was one of the things as to why we weren't compatible, which I don't believe. But she even said herself on our first date that is something that she does, and she's working on changing that. And that was the reason why the last relationships didn't work out for her. So that was just very interesting to me. But yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, like I said, I talked, we talked, but then there was just nothing. And then I get it. You talk to people all day, you're reading, you're analyzing so many different energies, so many different people. So there's not really, you're drained. But when it comes to dating and, again, I'm rolling out the red carpet, we're doing all this and, we're having a great time. Like you got to talk too. You got to communicate too. So, and then it could have been also the age gap as well. So
maybe she needed to practice some of her therapeutic tools of actually saying like, hey, I need to decompress. Maybe this is not a good night to have a date, because I mean, days like when you're talking to a bunch of people all day, whether you're in customer service or, whatever type of job you dealing with the public or some type of people on a regular basis, it could be a lot. So I think maybe she should have just communicated that with you and then maybe picked a better time. So when y'all did get together, there was more energy, because it just sounds like there was a little energy shift. Like sound like more like, hey, so
yep.
But
So
work. I'm sorry, no. Go ahead.
it was more of a well, tell me why do you have that opinion, or tell me how do you feel about that? And I'm like, I have a therapist. You communicate. You tell me how you felt about it, or so it was those type of conversations, and it kind of fed into sort of that whole psychoanalyzing thing. So
I think that's fair.
Okay.
I mean, if you're saying like you actually experienced that with her, like she's giving you all of these questions and kind of diving in instead of sharing.
Right.
Yeah, I could see how that could come across like that.
Yeah. As healthcare workers, we tend to want to fix other people, but we can't fix ourselves. We can't see. Like as a nurse, I can't see like I may have a fever and I'm just, I'll be fine. I never fix me, but I can fix other people. So I can definitely relate.
They're usually the worst patients.
Yeah, definitely. Well, no. I was a great patient. I didn't ring the bell once.
Like, I'm fine. I'm about to stroke out, but I'm okay.
But it's hard for us to fix ourselves. But
right. Later on in the show, she does reveal that she is dating, and I actually did meet her man.
This guy right here, he's on it.
Who's that?
Oh,
you caught that, yo? That's crazy.
You that low. You gotta go the other way.
Oh, is it no on my screen? It's wow. I've been doing the Brady Bunch wrong.
Busted.
Oh man, I messed up.
Yeah, busted.
No, so
it's the one.
It's the one.
She's the only one that caught that. We gonna let that.
Line. I'm good.
It's always the opposite way. But so, but she whatchamacallit? She actually is dating. I met her man. He's a good, solid dude. And she actually brought him to our Meet2Marry function.
Last week.
Last week. You did you meet him, Belinda? He was there.
No, which one? Was it the one that was hitting on me? No, I'm just kidding. No,
It's the wine. It's the wine.
Nah, he was a tall, light-skinned brother. Keon, you saw him. You had to have seen him.
I didn't see him.
You know, like
She
I
was
mind
sitting
my
with
business.
him the whole time.
After I saw her come in and speak, I didn't see her after that. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so she's solid though. She good. All right. Let's move on. I want to get over to Aisha. We did a little interview, as you can see, at my house with Aisha. And it was dope. It came out really good. We had the in-house studio going, you know what I mean? Hold on 1 second. Let me get this back up for y'all.
You had something at your house? What?
Yeah, well, we shot Aisha at the house because
okay.
We had to get Aisha on the show. Y'all already know.
Well, it looks like the party just got a little bit bigger. We got a special guest here joining us. Did you think that we weren't going to bring Aisha? How are you?
I'm doing so good. How are you?
I'm great. So we could not let it go without having you on the show and you telling your side of everything.
I love that.
First off, how did it feel being back? Because you were on season 1. Now season 2, you were in that driver's seat. So how did it feel in general just being back?
It felt great to be back. It felt great.
Yeah.
At first I was nervous while we were recording, but to be back felt great.
That's good. So, we all thought you were going to choose Justin.
Mm-hmm.
You all had a lot in common. It seemed like you were checking all the boxes. He was checking all the boxes. So what made you ultimately not specifically choose him?
I feel like it was fair. Probably was fair.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was fair.
Okay. Well, I mean, but it had to be something that
I don't want to be like being like, oh, his height or whatever, because I've dated guys that are my height, but that's probably the only thing. Because I felt like if I want to be with a guy that I want to marry, I want a lot of not only the like core values, but also like physical attraction. And I just wasn't physically attracted.
Okay.
Like outside of that. And so that's why I said fear, because it's like, I'm scared that if I be with someone who I'm not strongly physically attracted to, that I won't be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wouldn't give it a lot of the energy that he probably would have deserved, because he was a good guy.
I got you. So
I wish he was here. So Aisha, let's talk about it. How important, well, you basically broke down physical attraction and how important it is to you. But do you think that is something that could help you get like a successful relationship?
What
Or is it like a major part for you in order for you to move forward?
I have to be physically attracted to the guy that I'm going to be with. Like I have to be. Like I have to like the way you look.
So what if a guy was a good guy, made a good amount of money, was able to take care, provide for you? He just wasn't the most physically attractive guy.
He don't have to be the most physically attractive person. I just have to find something attractive.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? He don't have to be like fine. I don't even like fine men. Like I don't want to find men.
You ended up saying you want medium ugly.
Yeah, like something like that. Like, or like not even medium ugly, but I just have to like something on you. And I just like, it just was no attraction. Outside of our chemistry. I think the chemistry was good. For me, it just wasn't the physical attraction. Like I felt if he looked better to me, I feel like I would pick him.
Do you think that's something that could grow on you, getting to know the person? Have you ever had physical attraction grow on you?
Have I ever had physical attraction grow on me? Yes.
That's what I was trying to get to. So like having something that, maybe at first you're like, but I see the chemistry, and then the chemistry can end up giving you that physical attraction later on.
Yeah, I agree. I can see that. I probably just didn't give it a shot as far as that go, but I could see that. I could see that definitely happening. Yeah, because he's not a bad looking guy. Like Justin is not ugly at all. I just wasn't attracted.
Makes sense.
Can I ask her a question?
Yeah.
What color was his eyes?
Who, Justin? It was brown.
Light brown, dark brown.
Dark brown.
They were light brown.
I did not notice that.
Beautiful eyes I've ever seen.
Oh no, I did not notice his eyes. Like
You should look in his eyes. Look in
I
his
didn't. I was looking at him the whole time. It was. I didn't see.
I looked in his eyes and I was like, oh my God, they were light brown.
For real?
Sometimes we don't see things. And that's the only reason why I said it. Sometimes we don't see things because we might be looking at Torian. But take a look at him. Just take a look at him. See, now for me, I look at Torian, I'm like,
I'm dead.
But I look at your boy and I'm like, he got a 401k. He taking care of those kids. He got a good personality. You know what I'm saying? So, but just take a look at him.
I don't think he's ugly though. Like, I don't think Justin is ugly. Like, I don't think he's ugly at all.
Take a second look.
I have a question. So, we didn't talk about we had 3 men. We didn't talk about Vernon at all, Aisha, too. I wanted to know why we didn't talk about Vernon. What happened to money earning Mount Vernon?
You know, when you don't show up to something, sometimes you get forgotten.
Is that what it is? I
What was there to talk about?
Aisha, too.
She said, what was there to talk about?
There's nothing to talk about with him. Like, he was, I don't know. He seemed like a joke to me. Like, it was nothing. It was really nothing.
Why
really...
you violate that man like that?
No. What I'm saying is like if you see our episode, I was literally laughing. Like,
he's handsome, he's tall, but he doesn't have a stable career and he has a little baby.
I didn't like I just didn't like him.
When you know, you know, yo. When you know, you know.
That's fair.
It was nothing. And
sometimes
his height,
we think you know.
His height was good.
Justin.
His eyes was pretty. Now his eyes was pretty.
Yeah, he had
he had pretty eyes.
Yeah,
just like that.
First of all, Justin said, Houston, no. Okay.
So with Taurine, right? We don't even got it because you're pretty much nearing the end of the episode. So with Taurine and you doubling back, and you ended up saying that you should have stuck to your first choice.
Yeah.
Right. What else did you see in him that made you say, because you mentioned that was something that you saw that was like,
rewatching the episode, I was looking at him and I'm like, damn, he's not even that cute. Like, what was I seeing? Wow. And then I just kind of felt like watching the episode, I just kind of felt like, he was giving like, you know.
Okay. You know what? You don't want to say it. Justin was cute. Justin was pretty. I thought Justin go both ways. Justin had a sweetness. Justin with the braids.
No, that's Taurine.
Taurine had the sweetness. He had the sweetness, and nobody wanted to say it, and it was there. And I know his parents was married for 30 years, but there's a sweetness there that he needs to explore. But I'm sorry, Justin is my boy. It's the wine. I was getting confused.
Yeah, what Belinda said. Thank you.
Yeah, I will Belinda.
Yes, they with me. Everybody sees it. And it's okay. I love gay people. I love bi people. I love
my God.
I just don't want you in my
Oh my God.
And it's okay.
We accept all
LGBTQCQ elemental P. I love them all.
That's a fact.
Here on Grown Men Talking, we accept and love all races, creeds, and sexualities. Only God can judge you. We are not here for that. Okay?
I judge people.
No. So we just want to put that disclaimer out. All opinions and thoughts and concerns from other people are not a reflection of GMT's platform.
I'm not to put that. Yeah.
Man. All right. So you felt that, Aisha, and that turned you all the way off. After you look back at the episode. Makes sense. It's valid. Not makes sense like I believe it. I'm just saying.
And also like the way we were talking like partner. And that's like how a lot of like keywords that are being said, that's like terms that a lot of like, you know, those people use. Those people, damn, they gonna get me for that. Oh my God.
Is it?
Sorry. It's the hookah.
I'm not that it matters, but my opinion when people say that to me is when they say partnership, to me that says 50-50.
To me too.
It says 50-50, like we're going half on everything. So
Yeah, that term came from that community as well.
So you saying it's giving broke? Is that
No,
what it's
it's
giving?
50-50.
No, I was just asking. I just wanted to know what Keon was saying. Is it giving broke? Is that what it's giving? No,
that's not. That's not.
He said that's
I'm
not what I said.
No, that's okay.
I'm saying that. No, that's not what I'm
Getting
saying.
me right
This
in,
is
my
like
brother. They get me right in.
we gotta go half. Like we're a partnership. I think business when I hear or see that word.
Me too.
I don't know.
I'm with you with that, but I'm also with Aisha with that as well. I mean, that the term partnership started with that community. Like we always talked about our wives as that's my spouse, that's my wife, my significant other. And then when we started kind of, especially our community, integrated a lot with that community, you started a lot of our women started using that term a lot. Partner. And then here goes the guys now, partner. So I wouldn't necessarily say it's as you would say, like a zesty thing, but but it comes from that line of way of talking.
I mean, he probably could have just also been trying to be respectful, but yeah, it was given very much. Yeah, no.
Yo, listen. On that note, this was a good catch up, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go to bed.
I'm about to go play video games. He got the
PS5 controller. He ready to go in.
Look, people in here. I be playing with them. They in here. They watching. Hold on.
Oh
man, leave a comment, man.
Definitely that. Yo, if y'all in the building, PS5, he got the red and the white. We outside.
Come on, man. What
We
you
need
be
to
on?
get a group chat going.
What you be
Hold
on?
on, let me pull out my remote too, man. What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
So everyone from the first season, they got a group chat, and they be talking in that group chat all the time. Y'all the ones that want season 2.
Need a group chat.
Aisha in the group chat.
You start the group chat, Belinda.
I don't have nobody's number. I only have your Instagram, Amir. Like I'll be on Instagram. Like, how you get to the next page?
Oh man.
We're on air, right? So listen, this is what I'll do. Amir, I'll send you my number. You have other people's number?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we put the group chat together. Listen, put me on the chat. You know I'm old. I'm the grandma in this joint. I'm I'm barely hanging in there. Oh,
Shay said she gonna start. She started.
Okay,
everybody, make sure y'all follow the Meet2Marry Instagram _Meet2Marry _. I'm gonna be a lot better about posting on that because I'm actually the one that's been posting on there and whatnot. So I'm gonna do a lot better. I just had to take a little hiatus because of what's been going on. But I'm gonna make sure I do a lot better. I'm gonna post all the reels. I'm gonna post the reunion. Y'all just make sure y'all shout that out, follow it, and like all the videos that I post on there.
When we do the
get the numbers up.
Put that in there, Lo. When we do the group chat, could you put that in there? My Alzheimer's is kicking in early. Put that in the group chat.
I got you. I'm just saying everybody in the chat _Meet2Marry _. Follow the Instagram.
And then also follow that channel. Also make sure you guys are sharing Meet2Marry, the episode, the reunion to everyone that you know. Let them know. Tell a friend to get on top of it. We got a lot more coming. We're working on season 3 now. We're doing behind the scenes. We're doing follow-ups. As you see, Chris and Belinda has an After They Met episode, and we're going to do way more filming. You're going to get way more from the cast. We're going to do day in the lives. There's so much we got going on this channel. So please make sure that you guys stay in tune, tap in with everything we got going on. Everything we got going on this side, y'all. This was a great show. It was great catching up with everybody. A few people left, rightfully so. It's getting kind of late, but we're taking it to the next level. I really want y'all all to stay tuned for what we got going on.
Don't forget
Thank
about
you
the little
all.
people. Aisha,
I'm
come
about
back
to,
to Charlotte. Stop playing.
I'm not.
And
coming
catch
back.
up on all the episodes of Meet to Marry season 2. Watch all the episodes so you can catch up, so you can get to the reunion, so you can get to this and really know what we're talking about.
Right. So if you haven't watched every episode, go back and watch. I have a playlist. Everything is in the playlist, so y'all can go watch the full season 1, season 2. Catch up with these wonderful people. We had a great time filming them. We had a great time working with them, meeting them. It was like, for me, it's been a blessing throughout this process and growing this. So I want to thank everybody, my wife and I, from the bottom of our hearts. Thank y'all so much for being a part of what we got going on.
Definitely.
You know,
because at the end of the day, I think it says a lot for you guys to be open to the experience and putting it all out there and being your authentic selves. And we just appreciate it, you know, because we really want to see people get together and meet to marry.
That's the intent.
Belinda and Chris, I could do a little
beautiful. You are so beautiful, girl. And Aisha too. We are good looking people.
Thank you.
You gotta teach me some more dance moves.
Yeah, Kia had you dancing that whole night.
He was showing me too.
I was dancing.
Getting the elderly on the floor. That's all right.
Not the elderly. Oh my God.
You're still in your 40s. What are you talking about?
I'm about to be 50. Shoot.
That's all right, girl.
Still young.
Get my
Do me a
walker.
favor, brother.
I'll
Do
be
me a
out there.
favor and put my comment up there on the thing so everybody can see the Instagram.
Yeah, so yeah, all right, so check it out. Lo just posted the Instagram name _Meet2Marry _. So make sure you guys are following that. We got a lot going on all aspects, on all sides of this channel. So make sure y'all follow it.
Get them numbers up and get them likes up. Y'all help me out, man.
Right. So we pushing the team, y'all. So once again, much love, much respect.
Bye, y'all.
I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Good night, y'all.
Is there something